Hey everybody, Straight Up Jack. This is going to be a total noob series for Barren Roads, since there's going to be a release on Android coming up, and some of the players I bumped into, they seem a little confused how the game works if they never played Wicked Forest or if they never played the beta of this, or any type of game along these lines. So let's just jump into this. So first thing you want to do, obviously, is open the game. So you're going to be greeted by the language setup screen. So go ahead and click English, pick a name for yourself. So now we're in. So now you've got your EULA, go ahead and hit agree. You can read it if you want, but it's basically just don't be a shithead and hack and try and cheat. Then we've got our simple instructions. Go ahead and read through that. This is important. Choose your play style. PvE, player versus environment, or PvP, player versus player. If you've never done this before, I highly suggest you choose PvE because that means other players will visit your world, but they can't kill you. PvP is basically a no holds bar game. Players are going to come in, they can bust your base up, they can kill you, they can take all your stuff. So don't start there if you've never done this game before. You can move your world from PvE up to PvP at a later date once you're comfortable, but you can't go backward. All right, so now we're on the basic load-in screen. So just tap Barren Roads and then tap Player. Now you've got 3 slots. Just tap on one of them, and then we're going to select a class of player. I'm going to select the engineer first because the engineer is the best at building, and that's the one that I personally like to level up first. There's really no difference between them, except as you'll see, they've got a couple of points assigned to them already for strength, endurance, and agility. The engineer has 1 extra point on agility, the survivor gets an extra point on endurance, and the fighter gets an extra point on strength. Aside from that, there's absolutely no difference between characters except the look of them, and you can set them all up across the board to all do the same thing currently. At some point in time, there will be abilities given that are class specific. Like I said, engineer to me makes sense because he's the builder of the group. Click confirm, and now you'll see you've got your engineer there. He's a level 0. So let's go ahead and tap on that engineer. Now I'm going to tap on the map, and now we're going to come up. Now here's where we can join other worlds. These are PvP worlds, have people in them right now. If there was some PvE worlds available, you could join those. You cannot join PvP as a PvE player. If you are a PvP player, you cannot join a PvE world. We're going to go ahead and hit Start Homeworld. It's going to initialize. This is going to take a few minutes the first time you do this. Okay, so once you get through the initialization process, this is the screen you're going to see. For now, you want to just hit the center start button. That's going to put you right here at what is your little base camp. So you'll see you've got a vehicle over there, and now you've got a couple of storage chests here. So we've got our box here. You've got some corn, some wood, and some food in there. You're safe. You're going to have a gun and some bullets. We're going to put that on us now just in case. Let's slide these bullets back in here. And then you've got your water well right here. That will be to replenish your thirst stat. This is the crate that we want to get into, though, because the first thing we want to do is we want to protect our stuff. Because right now, if a person comes in here, into the game, even though this is PvE and they can't kill us, they can still take our stuff out of these boxes, and we don't want that. So open this up. What you're going to see here is a bunch of building items. The first ones, the number 6, that's foundations. Then you've got 9 walls, 3 door frames, and 3 doors to go in them. So the first thing we have to do is build our foundations. So let's go ahead and drag that over to our inventory here. Tap the compass button in the upper top. All right, so now what we want to do is go over here and we want to drag those down onto our belt, and we're going to build now. Now to build, what you do is put that in the lower inventory belt you've got, and then tap on the build item. Rotate your camera view up and around. You see now I've got my little foundation is visible. Move it around to where you want it, and it has to turn green, and then tap the hammer icon. So we've got a foundation built now. Now we're going to go, sometimes it gets a little buggy and it won't turn green for you. There you go. We just slide it around and move it back. Hit the hammer. We've got another section down. If it gets really buggy like it is right now, just hit the hammer and it will go away if it's red. All right, so now we go ahead and tap on that again, and you can see now it's green, so it's just a little quirky. All right, so we're going to leave, let's go ahead and build a nice little rectangle. So now we've got a nice little rectangle built to house all our stuff in. So now let's come over here and let's get back into that in a second. Sometimes it says in use, you just gotta there we go, open box. Sometimes you have to open something else and then come back and open this one. There's updates going on every week, so most of these bugs will probably be worked out by the time you get the game. And all right, so now we've got our walls. So maybe the first thing to do, let's put those walls back, all right? Because you don't want to make the mistake of not putting a doorway in. So let's go ahead, put the walls back, and let's grab the doorway frames. Now we could put 2 doors in here, so let's go ahead and put our doorway frame down into our belt. Let's click that, and let's move it to an outer wall. All right, that looks good right there. And then let's put one over on the other side. Be careful as you're moving around not to hit the not to accidentally hit the hammer button and build that. So we're going to put this one right there. So let's hit the hammer. All right, now let's go back over, get back into this chest. Let's just tap on our gun just to get rid of that. All right, now we're going to open the box. All right, now we're going to drag out our walls. Let's drag our walls out here. All right, and now what we're going to do is drag the walls down. You always have to make sure that you've got room available. You need one slot open in your upper inventory and your bottom inventory to be able to move things back and forth. Just keep that in mind. So now we're going to select our walls. All right, so let's go and put a wall right there. Right there. Now you got to keep moving your guy around until these things pop up where you want them. Because once they're in place, you can't get rid of them, at least initially. So you got to be careful as you're laying these out the first time around. All right, so now we've got all our walls around. So let's go ahead and click the gun again to put the walls away. Now let's put these back up in here. All right, because we're going to put these back in the box. We don't need them anymore. There's that little in use thing again. Let's just take a drink of water while we're waiting. Let's go open the safe. And now we should be able to get into the box. Okay. Let's open the box now. Now we're going to put the wall frames in, or the door frames and the walls, and we're going to pull out the 2 doors that we have. We have 3 doors, but we only need 2 of them. So let's tap the compass up there. Let's get the doors down. Let's walk over roughly in front of the doorway, tap the door. Now you see it there. You can put it in the middle of a room. So again, be careful. Don't accidentally hit that hammer, the stone hammer, because it will build at this particular point in the room. So you want to move until it's in the doorway there. Smash that hammer button, move over to this side, and smash that hammer button. And there we go. Now to get in and out of your base, you'll walk up to a door, you'll tap the use button. Make sure to close your doors by using the use button again once you're outside. And there you have it. That's your first base, built with all the materials that you're given to start the game with. So good luck. Follow this tutorial. You'll have a base up, protected, and we'll cover building some additional structures at a later date. But next thing that we'll cover is how to plant some crops and how to gather some more wood. So enjoy the game, guys. If you got any questions, put them down in that comment section below. Make sure that you follow the channel if you are not already a follower, and give me a like. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Peace.